Oh, this is better. Now I'm trying out the light in pitch darkness now. Is that me or is that the... That's me. Thought that was a screen for a minute. So now the kids, or the two twins, are in bed. The other twins are out. Still late. It's what they call Hell Week at the theater, where you're getting in those last few practices, which is today and tomorrow before they start doing the show. So they got to go super late. And so my wife was explaining to me that it's going to be a while. So I'll do a little bit of a stream, and when they come in, we'll end it. So I am again testing out the ring light. I've had it forever since I moved here, and was like, I keep forgetting about it, and I want to test it out. So now I have it. Now I have the ring light, and I swear, when I started my last stream earlier, both of the twins were just on the cusp of going to sleep and went, "Oh, I can do this stream now instead of later." So I did, and then immediately they all started waking up, and then it kind of got crazy. I was like, "Okay, I need to leave," because they're about to bawl, and they did. So for the past hour, I've been dealing with them, and now that's done. So yay, I get to come back and I get to stream. So a lot of fun, a lot of fun. But it's been a great day. It's going to be a great week. Um, not much to over there. Not much to look forward to, because I got a pretty busy month work wise. Uh, something fun, something fun. Definitely want to check out the website. Let's see, theexpandinguniverse.com. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know of anything else. Maybe that's just it. Haven't seen Cobra Kai season 5. Really want to. Saw Thor: Love and Thunder, and plan on doing a podcast on it soon. Wes is going to come over. We're like one. We've already recorded the one for next week, and we have, I don't know, we have one coming in. When is it? One coming out next week, but we're going to record a few more next week, or this week. I think we're recording some, and one of them will be Thor: Love and Thunder. And I don't know, we may talk about the MCU in general, even though I'm not going to review She-Hulk yet until I watch it all. Yes, I am watching it, so yeah. But anyway, look at that. Saw the Tales of Johnny was going to be a series, got so about, but it isn't the comic books. Yeah, I've heard. I just heard about that actually yesterday. I didn't even know it was going to be a series. So, hey, look at that. Look at that. Killing it. You had that interview today with EU Commando. Y'all need to check that out. I got to, it's funny because Laura always streams right at my lunch break, which is perfect. But then, of course, I only got 30 minutes. So then I got to go. And then I got to catch up later on in the evening, which I did. So it was fun. It was fun. He seemed like a really nice guy. I'd never heard about him before until she interviewed him and everything. And yeah, it seemed a lot of fun. He seemed like a fun guy, and I definitely did enjoy it. Definitely did enjoy it. I thought it was good. So do go ahead and check that out. Yeah, I'll watch. I watch videos when I can on my breaks, on lunch at work, and then when I get home, it's something easy to watch when I'm feeding babies, which I'm doing a lot of, and everything. And when I'm not reading, and I was going to read. I was gonna review. I was gonna start reading because I finished Sands of Dune. It was easy. I knew it was only 162 pages. I knew that was going to get done tonight. And I thought, okay, I'm done with that. Now it's time to start back on Star Wars, which I am. But I thought, and I got the book out and I got the book down. I was going to start, and I went, I kind of shortchanged everyone today when I had to cut that stream for 15 minutes, which is basically all I had to say. I don't have anything else to say about that topic. But I thought, I'll go ahead and do another stream. I'll go ahead and do another stream. That'd be fun. So, oh yeah, there is. You're right. Interviewing Lance next. Okay, yeah, he's a good guy. It's just dumb. It's just dumb that people who have no authority in speaking to, they weren't involved in the creation of it. They were involved with the talks of the legalities and everything, but they talk like it's Wikipedia all over again. They talk like they think they know, and they don't. They don't. They don't know. They know zero. They know nothing. And the thing is, all you have to do is read. And that's when it becomes aggravating because it's something as simple as that. Now, when I was doing my defending the EU, I had a whole list of quotes, right? And people wouldn't know where all those quotes were from. I get that. But on simple, easy matters like this, like, where'd you hear that the old republic's been around for 1,000 generations? From A New Hope, the movie. And then the other guy who wanted the link to the homepage of StarWars.com, which is where I told him to go. I said, go to the homepage, scroll down. There's an article out that explains the whole Boba Fett thing. He went, do you have a link to StarWars.com? And then you hear people talking about, oh, the supernatural encounters. It's not truly canon. What he's coming up with is not truly canon. And it's like he already said it was 600 pages when they approved. And then he started working on it and expanding it. End of 2017, he had expanded it. Now he's just re-editing it. That's all he's doing. And making sure, there's continuity in it. And that's it. And yet these bozos who have to speak with zero authority, he's already filed the work. He has it in there. It's official. It's official. It's official. And then you have Morons going, yeah, this is more of an S canon type thing. What he's doing is S canon. Really? Really? You know more than Star Wars. I mean, than people who work for Lucasfilm, for people who worked on the project. Good for you. Good for you. I know in the dark after, well, I'm trying out the ring light, sir. So let me see. Hold on. That's gonna be power. But look, it goes, that's an old orange light. That's a white. That's a pale moon light. You can get it really bright. Ah! Oh, that's not bad. That actually looks kind of decent. So yeah, so I thought I'd try out the ring light. You got the little remote here because I got to start working with it. Oddly enough, this is funny. Ironically, at work now I am doing videos and editing. That's what I do. That's part of my job now. So the green screen, the ring light, and everything. So I'm just testing it for work purposes because I'm going to start cranking out videos at work. Oh well, what you gonna do? And a podcast, a work only podcast. Wow. Well, see, the thing is, Matt Martin said about it, this 2017, and they just don't remember it because there's a billion things that have happened. Joe hasn't bothered him since. So, I mean, he's reached out to him, I think, in 2020. But the thing is, though, it's over and done with now. But then there's people out there who just don't know what they're talking about who pretend they do. Thank you, Alex. Good to see you. She said Lance is next. She said Lance is next. Oh, you're commenting that. Actually, if OG's still here, I think I'm now a member of the Babe to Menace. I think that's the next article. Yeah. I need to put that would be friggin' hilarious. I couldn't officially do that. That would be hilarious to bring him in. No, I got a fun idea. No one really works with editing software that much. I mean, I dabble. And actually, this other software that I deal with at work, it's different from mine, but there's little neat tips and tricks and stuff. And I'm gonna just do something that's really fun. And I don't. I stunned the video team. I stumped them on one video I did recently. And went, how did you do that? And they emailed me and said, hey, how'd you do this? And I told them, I said, well, it's really easy. It's not some big, magic thing. I said, I just did this and this. And I went, oh, like, just easy little hacks. That's what I've been doing. But yeah, Yubs is my executive assistant. That's funny. Yeah, now it matters at work. Now it matters at work. But yeah, so now that's what I do. It's supposedly, I think, 50% of my grade now, my workload. I'm the only one that's certified right now, officially certified in the software. Everyone was supposed to get certified. I'm sure they are. Um, one or two have submitted their videos for certification, but I got certified a long time ago. I felt when I got back from paternity leave, I felt I was behind. So I hit the ground running, and now I'm ahead of everyone. So that's nice. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just one rant after the next. Show Dave Filoni's eyes in like red lasers and stuff, and me doing this or me doing this. Hold on, with my arms crossed. Hold on here. Or like, you have to do poses like that. Oh, dang, did I do something? I pushed something. What happened? What happened? What made that noise? Okay, anyway. Or like this, or like this, and have the meltdown picture. Should totally do that. I'm trying to think. I know what I want to do for Yub Nub's Halloween special. I know what I want to do. It's kind of a copy of something I did a few years back, and I almost want to stop Yub Nub's Halloween special because I don't have much to do, but it needs to keep going. I feel the Christmas special is what I care about more, but yeah, I know. I changed it. Copyright infringement. Yeah, I just changed it. I just changed the actual phrase. I wanted to say Warriors come out to stay or something, but I was like, no, we'll come out and play. That sounds better. It wasn't very original though, was it? Yes, I am now a member of the Babedom Menace. It says, you may not have ever heard of OG Star Wars, Matt Wilkins and Mary Mayhem, but these three form the Babedom Menace, who are just awful, and yada, yada, yada. And then it goes to talk about you and Mary and just doesn't even mention me in the article. That's what happens next. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. You can adopt an email. There you go. There you go. That's funny. Yeah, I did. I did invite someone. I doubt that they will show. They're from another channel. I was tongue in cheek sarcastic, but I doubt they'll show. I don't have a disagreement with the person, but I would like to have them on again. But I doubt they'll show. But anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh, let's see. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got lots here. No, not that. Brian knows and Dylan knows the video I really want to make, and because my proof here, one of the videos, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what Dylan knows, and Dylan shakes his head, but I was like, because I hit a lot, and I was like, well, let's see if I talk about one topic, but I'm distracting you with imagery in the back, something else. How would that be? Would you be listening to me, or would you be watching this? It doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but anyway. Who's on Discord? What's on Discord? The only time I was on Discord was to get my TI-4 print and play, and then I got rid of it. So yeah, are Discord people upset with me? Go. I mean, they if they can't read. Oh man, I should have been silent and put everything in subtitles. Then they wouldn't have been known what the video was about. If they're the ones that are complaining about this, if it is them, boo hoo. Boo hoo, Gil, go ahead, thumbs it down. If I can show the thumbs down, I'll gladly do it. I just, I mean, all you have to do is read. All you have to do is read. Yeah, he provided the documentation. He didn't have to do that. He did, and yet people at Wikipedia are like, and then people who have no authority to speak on the subject because they weren't involved with the project ever. They don't work for Lucasfilm or did at one time, and they act like, I know, it is S canon. It will always be a canon because why? Because why? So again, grab the first grade reader, read run spot run, see spot fetch, then graduate to the second grade reader, and then on, maybe until you could read your own name on a screen, and then go to the website and read the official account, the history of the novel. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Hey, yourself. Well, my dad always said, if the world's happy, if the world loves you, you're doing something wrong. If everyone loves you, you're doing something wrong. Don't know what that laughter was for, but I love it. But I love it. Brian, are you still with me? You check your email. Um, Brian knows. I think Brian knows the video I'm talking about. In fact, Brian, I almost asked you to come on. I don't know. You're just Brian's a very busy man. I miss Brian. I miss Brian. I miss I miss going over to his side of the country and saying howdy. Um, I don't remember what the wise dad advice is. You want some wise dad advice? Wise dad advice. Put down your foot. It's okay if you have twins. It's okay to let one of them cry. If you can't deal with both of them at the same time, you're trying to change one diaper and the other one's bawling. It's okay. Change the diaper. Give them their passy or give them their bottle. Let the other one cry for a minute. They're not going to die. And then when you're done with this one, if it's like a big poop or whatever, then you throw it away, wash your hands, let them keep crying, let the other one keep crying, and then you can go to them. It's okay to let them cry for a few minutes. That may be terrible advice, but I don't think so. Chris may back me up on that. I mean, Chris Nelson's great. Do you know I hear he writes fan fiction? What would really make me laugh would be an article. That'd be great. That'd be great. That's the thing. That's the thing for for April Fool's Day. Let's think of several titles like that. You know, Matt Wilkins, Disney support. Disney canon is the true canon, or whatnot. But yeah, an article that mentions me but doesn't do anything else is just. Oh yeah. That's what Dad. That was Dad's quote. If the world loves you, you're doing something wrong. If everyone loves you, you're doing something wrong. No, I haven't. Again, as you know, Blue Pig, I don't mind if someone else wants to read it. That's their prerogative. I don't want to waste my time. The reason I'm a Star Wars fan is because the EU. If it's not there, I'm not going to read anymore. I didn't care about the new canon. I hear it sucks. I bet it does. But who am I to judge on it? I kid on it here and there, but that's about as far as I'll go. If someone wants to enjoy it, that's fine. But it's not for me. I don't know because well, I said this not on my stream, but on Lance's stream. I don't remember when I got on the stream. Was it last night? I was on his stream. I think I said this. I said the trilogies. I don't know when I said this. I said the trilogies. I get them mixed up. What happens when? Obviously, right? Because as I'm reading through the trilogies now, I'm thinking, oh, I thought that happened in book one. I thought book one and book two storylines were switched in Coruscant Nights. Could have sworn that was the book one was number two and book two was number one. That's what I thought, but it's been a while. So I've worn Mickey Mouse ears. Oh, so I went by the theater and they have a sign-in sheet. You have to sign in when you come in. So I signed it. They said so and so, and then they put their character, to the side who they were in the show. And so I wrote in there Mickey Mouse, leader of the club. And walked away. No one saw me sign it. No one saw me sign it. So hopefully they'll look it over. The directors will look it over today and go. And if it's my wife who looks it over, she'll know exactly who I. Because every time we go to a wedding and there's a book to sign, I always sign Mickey Mouse. Always. Because no one ever reads that except for one person who did. He sent me a picture of it on his honeymoon and said, "Is this you?" And I went, "What are you doing? What are you texting me on your honeymoon?" Did you say, "No, my wife and I were looking at the wedding registry and we saw someone sign their name Mickey Mouse." And I said, "I bet you anything that's Matt." And I went, why would you say that?" He went, "Because only you would do something that stupid." And I went, "Okay, it was me." "How did you know?" I've never told anyone. My wife knows I do it, but I never told anyone before that. So, but I'll still do it. I'll still go in there. If there's a book to sign, no one reads it. No one reads it. Sign Mickey Mouse. Well, that's just embarrassing. That's just embarrassing. All right, so I'm going to send out an invite to Geeks Addict because I see he's here, and I like that man. I haven't seen him in forever. So let's see. Oh, I like this man too. I like Jedi J. He's a good guy. I like that guy. No, but my dad collected a few. The last one I remember he saved, if I can recall, was, well, he may have saved 9/11, but he saved Desert Storm. You know, the war when we went to war. I remember he saved that one. He may have saved the 9/11 one too. I don't remember. Oh, it's easy. All you do is get out of bed and get on your computer. I mean, I've done this before. You know, I've been in bed watching a stream and I'm like, okay, now's the time for me to roll out of bed, kiss my wife, tell her I have to go to the bathroom for a very long time, sneak upstairs, and then follow the link. It's that easy. I'm kidding. That's fine. Well, see, I just remembered all as big one story. So you say two is your favorite. Okay. Hey, Teresa. How's it going? Good to see you. What? Why would I want Jedi J? I don't even have your email address, do I? Hold on. You know someone who I haven't invited in a while? Here, hold on. Let me get another one up in here. Up in here, up in here. There. There. Two more were sent out. I'm guessing this other person's not coming. Let's delete that. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, well, the thing is, and I'll be honest, when I do my when I do my reviews, when I did my Matt's Expanding Universe reviews, uh, I tried to avoid giving away too much of the story because I felt like there are so many book reports out there, which I enjoyed, and I wanted mine to be different. I wanted mine to talk about cool scenes, continuity, you know, why it was good, not really the story. And if you notice now and reread, now I'm telling you almost beat for beat what happened. I mean, a short version, but I'm giving more of a book report review now. But I tried to avoid too many details. I gave like an overview of the story and then went into my thoughts. And this time I'm giving you more of an overview of the story. I thought I'd do that a little bit differently. Favorite Poison song, Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Talk Dirty to Me is good too. Of course I like Poison. Yes, I love it. 2.5, too many characters. Yeah, but if you were a DC fan back then, all those characters you were probably familiar with. I mean, I see that now. It's been a while. I still have it. I have the original issues because it came out. When did it come out? Remind me. When did it come out? You put your email in the chat. Did I see it? I didn't see it. He's still in the closet, figuratively speaking. Um, and I got them I didn't even get them the moment they came out. They came out in 85, right? 85, 84. But I remember I was at a comic book place a long time ago, and I remember buying them because I read one issue and I thought this is awesome. They said, yes, 12-part series. And they said, we have them all. And I was like, done, done. I love that. You know what else I love? This girl right here.
Hey there.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. Well, I'm usually around. I've been catching a lot of your live streams. They are so much fun, and your babies are so friggin' cute.
Thank you. Mm. I'm just, I have an appreciation for anyone who loves books as much as me, and that's you.
Aw.
And Rennie and Stieg. I mean, it's so much fun. It's so much fun to watch y'all go. Even the stuff I'm not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
The books I'm not familiar with. There's a true love there, and it's just appreciated. And I loved the thing you did about why Rings of Power is contradicting the actual book or Silmarillion or Middle Earth history. What was the title
Mm-hmm.
of that one that I mentioned last time? I
Was
commented on it. What
uh
was the title of that?
the one about the Gandalf one? When did the wizards
Yeah, how
enter
he came to
Middle
Middle
Earth?
Earth. Like at
Yes.
the end of
Mm-hmm.
Silmarillion is where that's explained. What was the title of that video?
I believe it was exactly that. It's like, when did Gandalf enter Middle Earth? I've got a new one actually
Okay.
upcoming. It's going to come up tomorrow, which is was Tolkien writing mythology for England? Spoiler alert: he actually used those exact words in Letter
Oh
180. So
wow. Wow.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, what happened was I started the stream. They were about to go to sleep, and then they started waking up, and I knew. I mean, right as I got off, whining, crying. They were getting hungry. I knew I had to do diapers, and I just before starting the stream got them both to sleep. Like I counted to whatever 100 or whatnot backwards or something. 100 Mississippi before I had to make sure they were laying down, but they're out now. The origin of Yub Nub is Bruce from Prince of the Universe. I was helping him move for the umpteenth time, and we were in a storage room, big storage bin, and I was just throwing stuff in, and suddenly the whole uh, stack of junk fell on me, and it was like a tidal wave. I was like, Bruce, I was so mad. And Yub Nub fell. He was the one that fell on top of me, and I grabbed him and looked at him. I was like, "What is this?" And I went, "Wait a minute, this is." I thought it was a giant teddy bear, and it was a giant Ewok. I went, what is this? He went, oh, I got that. He got it from the Frito Lay thing. I was like, can I? I said, I'm taking this. I said, this is my payment for moving you again. He went, okay. And so I've had him ever since.
Yeah. Well,
1985. I thought it was 85.
well, remember, one of these days I got a whole case of that energy drink you want that I'll just deliver in person.
Yeah. Say what? Say it again. I'm sorry.
Oh, way back when, remember you said that there's a certain energy drink that you can't get over there?
Found it.
Oh, you
It's
did? Oh.
on the website. In fact, I have some in the fridge.
Oh my gosh, no wonder you have so much energy.
Oh, I haven't had it today, but
Yeah.
yeah, I finally found it. Swirly Pop is on there, and they had a back to school special, BOGO. So
Oh.
whenever they do buy one get one, I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I
I
got the hookup with that, but thank you.
oh, well, no problem. Well, and
But you know what?
I actually,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I was just gonna say, I also teach babies music. You can actually start them on rhythm and stuff, and so I was gonna say, and then I could do some little rhythm exercises with your babies.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome to come on over anytime. We have a
Okay.
guest room, and I have an inflatable mattress.
Oh my. Okay. Well,
We don't have
actually,
a bed.
I'm not trying to presume. Actually,
So
fight myself here.
yeah.
I'd be polite.
No, I
It's
mean,
like,
yeah, it'd be awesome. No, I've given this room to Alex before, and he doesn't want it. Dylan doesn't
oh,
want it. I would never offer it to Stig. Yes, I would. But
okay. Well, he'd have to get on an airplane. He's not into that.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. What's this? Can you possibly? No.
Oh, hell no.
Too many people. What we'll do is Die Ghostfish and Jedi J. Just go to the website and hit me through the email there.
Yeah.
Or Alex, if you know them, you can send them the link.
Yeah.
Here you go. IMDb Roma will delete the review. Yeah, I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa, is that true? I've heard that.
Yeah. Bunch of cheaters. Cheater, pumpkin
Cheaters.
eaters.
And the thing is, they should really just go for. I mean, hear the criticism. If someone's saying, I hate all the black people in this show, you can delete that. That's fine. If they're not saying that, then I think you should let the comment stand and take the criticism. I don't understand this fan blaming that just is rampant now.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the
It,
customer's always right?
yeah. Well, it's all about manipulation and perception, um, because they have to have it in their heads that this is a success, and not just a success with
That's
what
true.
they're doing, but the fans, and that's the
Secure
one
my
thing they're never going to get.
secure my manhood. I'm wearing my Wonder Woman shirt today.
Oh, I should go change into mine. I have a tank top,
Go for it.
but you all wouldn't see it though. But yeah,
Oh,
hey,
you've
I like
never
a man
done
who's
it.
secure. Yeah, a man who's
You've never
secure in
done
his
a face reveal.
No. Ah, it, pri- privacy concerns, especially.
That's
You
fine.
know,
I don't mind. That's fine.
yeah, there's just too
No,
many crazy people around,
I
and
totally understand that. I totally get the privacy thing. Yeah, for a girl, it's a lot different.
mhm,
Like I don't know if some, I don't think I'm going to have many stalkers as a woman would.
mhm. It's
'Cause-
unfortunate. It is what it is. It is what it is. But no, it's fine because well, I always tell people one day I'll do a face reveal, and it'll just be a flower pot in my backyard and a rose sticking in
I'll
it.
tell you who would do a face reveal. This guy. Oh wait,
Oh, look
No,
at that
no,
beautiful
I don't put my
face.
face on anything.
it's going to be
I
on
don't
a
even have an
GoPro if you
avatar.
get lost.
I don't even know how to set an avatar on Streamlabs.
Oh, it's fierce easy. Um,
That's okay. I
yeah,
like the
I
blank, nondescript thing there.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah, hello. I've been following for a while, dropping comments on like every other video.
Oh, good. So you must know Alex
Yes, I've
because he shared the
streamed with him
link.
before.
Did Alex share it with Jedi J yet? That's what I'm
He says he
asking.
did. He sent it to his private Instagram.
I don't know what Jedi J is waiting for. Anyway, have you met Eric Walker? Yes. Nice guy. If you read his book, it's poorly written. He needed an editor, but it does have some interesting stuff in it.
okay.
Have you ever wondered if Nickelodeon ever had to pay for ripping off Queller's design?
Nickelodeon?
Yes, in the Fairly Odd Parents movie, the villain is basically just Queller, as far as visual
Really?
design goes. Yes, hold on.
Wow.
Channel Chasers Queller.
Everybody Google.
Hold on. Yeah, we're all Googling it. You said it's Channel Chasers?
Yeah, villain. Fairly. I think it was. There is a villain that's.
Oh, I'm not seeing it. Sure, there is
Yeah,
one.
Lord Nazmul.
Lord Asmul.
Nazmul. Nazmul. No, that's not it. Hold on.
Okay. I always get worried when I type in weird things like that because I don't know if it's gonna be
Yeah.
like
No, I'm just trying to.
some guy pooping in a toilet or something.
That would
Yeah.
be.
Whatever you do, Matt, never Google James Purefoy because some scenes from Rome will come up.
Okay. My favorite thing at work, we have access to Adobe stock, like everything, anything, video, pictures. And so I was on there. And I was like, well, I want it bounce, like a ball bouncing. And we have access to everything because that wasn't the first bouncing video that came up. I was like, huh, I should say bouncing ball.
Oh no.
It's bouncing something. It's not
Yeah,
it's
well,
not like X-rated, but it's a close up and she's bouncing. I'm like, wow, that's not safe for work. You know
At
what else
all.
is
No.
you know what else isn't safe for work? Alex.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that or
Oh.
something
All right.
like
Is
that.
there a way
You
I can
knew
send you links? I finally found it. Okay, he's not quite as spot on, but they've got the same head silhouette roughly.
what's his name?
Dark Laser. So he's supposed to be a
Oh,
Vader
okay.
parody. He's a Vader parody, but he ends up looking like Queller, just slightly recolored.
Okay. I don't mind. I see that now. Okay. I don't mind that as much since he's supposed to be a Darth Vader.
Yeah, he's supposed. It's just funny. They're parodying one Star Wars character, the most famous of them, arguably, and they end up accidentally, maybe, or maybe intentionally parodying an obscure one novel EU villain.
Yeah. There is one guy who looks like a younger me, I think. And it's this man
oh
here.
my. Oh my god.
That's really funny.
Oh my
Why?
god, man!
Oh, no,
It's
I have the
when-
ring light on. That's what the difference is between
Me and you just
He
got
didn't-
the
he
same
didn't have a
skin
well-lit
complexion, you know?
We
You
did.
know,
Yeah,
it's
also
like
separated at
it's
birth.
it's like
I
when
knew-
Matt did a live stream where
Yeah,
he said, "Alex, are you my son from the future?" Because I told him my dad's name's also Matt,
Oh,
and then I said maybe if you cheat on your wife in the future.
Yeah,
That was my
he's a
skin
few
complexion.
few
like-
shades off.
Wow. Wow. Few shades off. It doesn't matter. Jay,
Matt.
welcome.
what up? What up? What up, everybody? Your video
Hello.
about the supernatural encounters had me cracking up, man.
No. I was
The
just
rage was
I don't-
flowing through you.
Well, the thing is, I went through this with the Wikipedia guys, and then I see that there's still talk from people who have no business talking about it. I don't like
Right.
repeating myself, so of course I'm going to comedic for it. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
A plus B equals C, and they're like, "Where'd you get that from?"
Right.
Something
I
called the
seem-
alphabet.
I
What's
seem to
the
recall
alphabet?
like one of the more major, lore and tech side YouTubers saying like he says it like he gave his opinion, but he said it was because he probably misunderstood. He was probably being asked, "Hey, do you remember if there's anything we forgot to cover?" And he thought they were soliciting him to write a chapter or something, which would seemingly go beyond the remit of the contract. So he's now confused and accidentally confused his audience. So that's probably part of it. Eckhart's Ladder, like offhandedly mentioned in his stream that he was like solicited to write a part of it, but that probably wasn't
Eckhart's
what he was
Ladder?
asked. He was probably asked, "Hey, do you think we missed anything?"
Eckhart's ladder was involved.
No,
No,
that's the thing. Somebody probably offhandedly asked, "Hey, do you think we missed anything?"
Uh-huh.
he
and
wouldn't
he
have
thought
to
he was
write
being solicited.
anything. I don't know. I mean, it just depends. If he was reached out by someone, it may not have been an official person.
Yeah, and it
representing someone
might have
involved.
just been literally, how did you like it? Do you think we missed anything? And he thought that was, a solicitation to add his own idea, which would, if it was a solicitation and it was from an official person, then yes, that would be going beyond the contract. But that's probably not what happened. 99.9% certainty.
And the facts. I mean, the whole thing is it wasn't meant to attack a single person. It's just that I'm shocked that I still hear this where the evidence is right there. So it's almost like you're acting like you have inside information and it's public knowledge, and I just hate that. I just hate that.
Yeah.
And they sound stupid. So
Although
Yeah.
speaking of Eck and Corey, I do have to say Corey's mod is apparently very soon. I don't know, relatively. I mean, it's a mod. People are working on it for free in their part time.
Oh, what mod?
But they're going to be adding the Moffrins. You are going to be able
Moffrin.
to side with Trioculus and the Central Committee of Grand Moffs and fly around in the Moff ship.
You have to say dark greetings the moment you enter any of those.
Dark
chats.
greetings.
Exactly, dark greetings.
That
That
how it
is-
starts.
Is this?
Yeah,
is
they're
this-
adding the Moffrins. They're adding the Moff ship as their special thing. They're actually already in. They're just not playable. Because I saw when I was playing the mod a message that they had just been killed during an era change when Dala took when Izar took over, or Thrawn, or maybe translating from Izar to Thrawn. I don't remember.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a mod for the RTS. They have one for the Clone Wars, and they have one for the Imperial Civil War, which is
Oh, you're talking about Thrawn's Revenge, right?
Thrawn's Revenge, exactly.
Mhm.
Or like they've kind of tried to move away from that name, but everyone just still calls it Thrawn's Revenge. I think they gave up a while ago.
Teresa, did you ever get to read the Joy That Is Jedi Prince series?
I feel like the answer to that should be no.
Okay, no. If you haven't read it, that's fine.
It's glorious.
It's
You'd
not.
remember it if you read it.
How hard is it to find these days?
Let me see how.
No,
it
I read it in the
expensive?
school library, and
You know the Barnes and Noble reprints. Are they expensive?
You
I
could
was
find
gonna
them
say,
probably.
what era is that supposed to be from? I'm not.
It's
familiar.
actually very
post
early.
Endor.
It came out like right after the Throne trilogy.
Yeah.
I think
It
I'm
was
not
one
sure
of
the
the
Throne
first
trilogy was even finished by the time it started coming out.
It
might have
came
been
out
Okay,
around the
then.
same time. It wasn't meant to connect.
Yeah.
And later on, when they said, "Oh, we've got something good with Thrawn," they called it kaputs with the Jedi Prince series and said, "We want something a little bit more streamlined for everyone." And they kind of buried that story, that whole 6-part. It's children's book.
Ironically, like for a children's book,
Okay.
they very heavily, almost as heavily as Zahn, used the reference material they were given for existing EU stuff,
They do.
namely the West End
They-
games.
Yes,
Like-
they were given the
Okay.
same package.
You just need to see Matt's reviews though. It gives you the legit the basic summary. It's
Yes.
fantastic. It will make you want to read it.
You know, if you have if you put the covers of Glove of Darth Vader and Truce at Bakura together, it's somebody awkwardly going in for what they thought was going to be a fist bump, and the others are just shaking hands.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the covers, Teresa, are beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
the
they're
covers are
outstanding.
amazing.
Oh,
They're-
I
they're-
believe it. I just can't. It just must have fallen right through the cracks because
They are on-
maybe Thrawn was so big that
Yeah.
and I was in
Well, they're
high
not
school,
really mentioned.
so-
They're not really
Yeah.
mentioned outside
not-
of anything else besides Zorba being mentioned in like the AC Crispin trilogy.
I
Han Solo.
love-
Oh
And
yeah,
Dark
Zorba the
Empire.
Hutt, love him.
Yeah, he originated from the Jedi Prince series.
Didn't
Oh wait, am I an idiot? Yes, I am an idiot. Yes, I've read though. Yeah, Zorba
Zorba, the
Hutt.
Hutt with the beard. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was what the whole series was called. Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
have all of those. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. And
Glove
then,
of Darth-
I heard
yeah,
you
some
start
people
saying-
call-
You're good.
Yeah, Jedi
Yeah.
Prince, Glove of Darth Vader, whatever you want to
They're
call
silly fun. They're
Yeah,
They
silly
say dark
Oh, yeah,
greetings
those
all
are
the time.
it. Yeah,
Dark
because
Greed.
Love those.
I remember
Yeah, okay.
seeing on
Moff Hissa has all his teeth filed down into like pointed fangs. It's great.
there
Oh,
are
okay. Oh,
That's
actually
gonna
so-
go, ladies.
I
And-
thought I was
and-
very
and-
crazy
and
and missed a
there's-
whole thing.
No,
but I
no.
was there. I got them all.
I guess
Well,
I could
'cause
see
we-
why you wouldn't call it the Jedi Prince series because Ken doesn't actually show up until the second book. So
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's great. Anyway, let me answer some of these questions here. What's Crystal Pepsi taste like? Probably the best thing on earth, you know.
Crystal meth.
And
Crystal
let's see. Hey,
Crystal
Matt,
meth.
It's very addictive, man.
Jesse.
haven't
is
really,
time to
so
cook.
man, I forget how good they were. Double J5, they're excellent. Pepsi order C and systematic bootleg. Crystal Pepsi now drinks Bang, possibly, yeah.
Oh,
Look at
nope.
this doofus. I'm kidding.
I am still.
I'm glad to have you here.
Oh, I see
no,
somebody
it's
saying.
great. It's great. It's great. Yeah, this Jedi J guy, he's not a bright fellow, is
You see, he sees the resemblance between us. See,
he? Yeah,
we're like twins.
yeah.
From a certain point of view.
From a certain
Yeah,
point of
watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Terrible. Funny,
what
but terrible.
the hell was that?
Jesus, I've been trying to get over this cough all summer, and you brought it right back.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my
view. Oh,
god.
that was good. That was a good one.
Canceled.
Oh, man.
Canceled. Absolutely.
Cancel right
At least
there.
he's not as bad as Noah. Noah,
Yeah, yeah.
Troy, I'll-
Oh, goodness,
he'll,
let's not
just,
get
he'll
into
just he'll just throw the
Matt,
N-word
they're
out 'cause
gonna-
he's like,
Matt,
I'm
they're
from
gonna take
Germany.
that-
I don't care.
Man, they're gonna
Oh.
take that out of context. They're gonna be like, Matt Wilkins is racist now.
I know. That's good. That's it. That's it. There it is. There's your title right there. There's your
Racist
title.
troll. You're a racist
He's a
troll.
racist.
That's
altogether.
right. What Jay earlier had told me, I think I was on Lance's stream, that he hadn't watched Rings of Power yet. And I said, well, if you don't like it, oh no, I don't think I said this. I was going to say, I said, well, Jay, if you don't like it, they're going to call you a racist. I
Oh
heard
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So
yeah, I'm
you-
racist. I'm racist.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh.
bothered.
No, it's
Dumbest
not
thing.
actually racist.
Shoot, I had something I was gonna say.
I have not seen this, Blue Pig. It seems
Hey,
unsettling.
Matt,
Oh
I'm
my
not
goodness,
racist.
that does sound really creepy, Blue Pig.
Matt,
Did you make it?
Matt, I'm
Yeah.
not racist. My family's black. I'm not
Oh
racist.
God.
Oh God.
It's okay. My mom just said I'm a white dude in a brown body because I have different opinions from
Yeah,
her.
my mom.
There
and
you
dad-
Oh
go.
boy.
Yeah, that's
There's
funny.
I was gonna say somebody mentioned they were rereading NJO.
Mhm.
I still can't bring myself to read the middle block of it. I just can't.
Blue
What?
Pig,
What
what
do you
about
mean?
Tales from the Galaxy? I think they're all out now.
I
What
have
is RTS?
Revenge of the Sith, maybe?
Oh, it's a
Reve-
real-time strategy.
real-time strategy. It
Yeah.
was
Oh,
It's a
never
video
mind.
it's
there
the
it is.
genre
Sorry.
of the game I was talking about that had the mod. It was a
Yeah.
strategy game for Star Wars.
It's probably the
real-time
most
strategy
board
game
game-like
called
video game
Em-
that you can play.
Empire at War. Yeah, they're pretty board game like. Well, no, turn-based strategy would be the most board
Yeah.
game like.
Are Zooch berries in Jedi Prince series? Oh, man.
Yes, they are.
Hey, everyone loves the Zooch berry.
The Zooch berries. What's a Zooch berry?
I guess it's like a schnozberry. I think they might be from the Ewoks movies.
Oh, okay.
Well, we didn't do any copyrighted material. How would you get a strike?
Okay,
I
so
No,
still
they
haven't
were-
seen. I haven't
They
seen
were
the
they were
Ewok
talking
movies.
about
the light switch trick.
the light switch.
Oh.
I was gonna say, they had a they were talking about rereading New Jedi Order. I've reread Traitor Onward.
Mhm.
Well, no, I've reread Traitor like 3 times,
Oh, nice.
and the enemy lines duology twice each.
Mhm.
I've read everything forward of that once, and I've read everything up to Anakin going back to Yavin, and I just can't go any further because I don't know. I know what happens. I've read everything around it. I don't think I need to witness this directly.
Oh wow.
Oh well.
So, what is my question? I had a question prepared for everyone in the chat here. I mean, for everyone on the link here. And now I can't recall what it was. Oh, that's one thing. Let me ask you this: are you watching She-Hulk, Teresa?
Ah,
Hell no.
She says, "EL." No,
I
Not
yeah.
mean,
my
it's
thing, and
Working scene didn't do it for you?
self-punishment is not healthy for you. But
exactly. There's a
Exactly.
unless you're a masochist.
yeah, and I'm not into that.
well, that's still not necessarily healthy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that
Yes.
maybe is TMI, but no, I'm not.
But
yeah,
Teresa, you don't like shows about strong women?
Oh God.
Oh, don't even.
Are you a sexist?
I swear, I'm going to jump to the computer and I am going to claw your eyes out like a big
Do you,
little cat.
do you know?
bite.
Do you know she knows what it's like to control her temper?
Oh,
Yeah.
Who,
with
She-Hulk?
that scene.
Oh,
I mean, I
she's
guess
a liar.
technically,
Women do not know how to control her tempers. She's
Mm.
lying.
yeah, there is a.
I am saying this
She
as
gets
a woman.
catcalled. She gets
gets cat-
catcalled. There's nothing worse on this planet
Do-
than that.
I know. It's
No, not literally getting beaten by your dad pretty
And
much
try- and having-
daily.
and having
It's-
suicidal
Yeah.
thoughts.
Hold
Definitely
on,
not the
Teresa.
definition of first world problems.
It's literal
wanna tell you
abuse when
something.
men ask you to smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the lady who actually got me the first Timothy Zahn book and got me into the expanded universe told me, because I was talking about something, and I said, "Do you watch?" She's like, "No." She said, "Why?" She went, she said, "Whatever happened to chivalry?" She said, "There's nothing wrong with the guy doing stuff for the woman. That's how it should be."
Mm-hmm. Darn
Yeah,
right.
She
pretty-
said
yeah.
they should go out of their way
Hmm.
to,
Yes.
make sure we're
Yeah.
safe. They should be doing that for us. We don't have to do anything. They should be doing it for us. I just don't understand why. She was being honest. She went. She wasn't being angry. She went, "I just don't understand why that's a bad thing anymore. That's a great thing.
I don't
It's a
know.
great thing
Everyone's
for men
just
to go through."
turning.
It's a
Everybody's
perfectly
just turning each
acceptable-
other into discount versions of the opposite.
Ugh. Well, I mean,
What-
it's a perfectly good exchange. The man changes the light bulbs, and I make him a sandwich. I mean, it's the way God intended it to be. There's
Yes.
nothing wrong with a man doing stuff for
That's why he
women,
invented
and
light bulbs.
There's
that's why he
nothing
invented
wrong.
light bulbs, exactly. But you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
and when people are like, oh, he asked me to make him a sandwich, it's like, well,
Well,
that's a fair exchange.
and suddenly being a homemaker is a
Yeah.
bad thing.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
Oh,
tell you
gosh.
something. I wouldn't want my mom's job of raising 6 kids.
That's a
I'd
very
say, you
brave
know
job.
what? I'm going to work. If I have the option, I go to work instead of stay at home and not because I don't want someone else taking care of me. It's because that's 6 kids.
And that's
a
hard.
headache.
Yeah,
That's
well,
hard.
we love
That's
kids.
Yep.
Well, and you got to go off and fight wars and do all the
Mhm.
dangerous stuff like climb sky
Yeah,
rises.
I mean,
I'm more than happy
Just
to
look
sit
at who
around
isn't allowed to leave when a war starts.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Well, they're trying to change
it
that, too.
is funny, and it's okay. It's okay to have the strong woman. It's okay to have the warrior. That's fine. But now
Yeah,
every
they
time,
can fit too.
every
There's time for every
story,
archetype, but
Yeah,
every
look at
story is-
Awen. We love
Oh,
Awen,
yeah.
God.
right?
yeah.
yeah, she's pretty cool.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking
Speak-
about Galadriel. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no.
no, I'm talking about the Awen from Return of the King. Well, the
The
real Galadriel is
actual-
badass. I love the real
Yeah,
Galadriel.
in her own way,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
cool. She's not running around with the sword.
Yeah. Well,
You were
what's
asking
really
about-
so bad is the fact that they're saying that a woman can only be worthy of something great if she is acting like a man, and that to me is so fracking insulting. I can't even tell
Yeah, that
you
is.
that.
You know what I
crazy.
like about Sarah Connor in Terminator 2? The fact that her motherhood is actually essential to making her kind of awesome, because it's her need to protect John that makes her be
Yeah.
so awesome in Terminator 2.
Exactly.
It's her motherly
Exactly.
instinct that makes her be that cool.
Same goes for Alien and Aliens. Well,
Yes.
Aliens especially.
Aliens more, but
Yeah, same
Aliens is good
director.
too. Yeah, she survives Alien when none of the other guys do. So
Yeah.
everyone loves Miss Martin Muses.
Aw.
Yes.
It's
I never
only
met
because they
her, but
don't
she's-
really know me. I fooled you.
I never
all.
met her, but she
You know,
seemed like a
I
nice
kind of
person.
wonder.
Oh, well,
sorry.
thank you.
No problem.
I was just starting. I was just thinking earlier about how the best covers in the EU being the Japanese New Jedi
yeah.
Order ones. I
Oh,
wonder. There's
Oh.
one recurring error in them though.
What?
Yuzan Tar is always just drawn as normal Coruscant.
Yeah.
And I wonder if nobody ever told them, hey, Coruscant is covered in green right now. It's kind of
Yeah.
invaded by plants.
Yeah.
When they were giving them the list of things to include. I absolutely adore how Face Loran just looks like Kane from Command and Conquer.
Well, Teresa, you'll be happy to know that my next guest is going to try to even the odds of male to female on here. Welcome. Oh, wait.
Oh my
To-
gosh.
I was totally wrong there.
it's Lance.
It's another white guy.
It's the man himself.
Oh God, it's Lance,
Lance, I know.
A white guy and Catholic.
and his name is Lance. That's like
Oh,
phallic.
Best name in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than Alex or Matt.
No, that's- hey, look, Alex isn't in the
Mine's
Bible,
unique,
so-
so
What about my name? Nah, Jay is Tootie.
Jay's pretty good.
Jay's cool.
Jay's cool.
Okay. Base Lance. No,
Yeah.
Matt, you were asking about She-Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, don't get me started. Holy shit. So
But that
this
twerking
show-
scene didn't do it for you? That didn't give woman empowerment?
I'm an 18
How do you make that-
boy. I'm an 18-year-old boy, so that twerking scene, I don't have no problems with that. That's the least of my concerns. That's the least of my problems. No, the recent episode, I haven't even seen it yet. I don't have the urge to rewatch it. I mean,
Exactly.
watch it.
The opposite of hate is not. The opposite of love is not hate. It's indifference.
Yeah, I don't have the urge to watch the latest episode. I just don't care. I just really don't care. The show is bordering mid and like ass. It's in between that.
Well, yeah, of course it's ass.
It's in between. it's bordering.
Jay's trying to be nice about it. He's
I'm-
trying to call it
Okay.
ass.
So let me ask you
Be
this:
nice about it.
did anyone see the Thor: Love and Thunder?
Oh,
No.
hell,
my God.
double no.
Matt, don't get
Yes.
me started. So, funny thing is, I seen it in theater. I'm a fan of the comics and the character Gore the God Butcher. When I heard Christian Bale was playing him, I was hyped. So, before I got to the movie theater, my expectations were low because I already heard bad shit about it. I was like, how bad can it be? I'm gonna just enjoy it.
Doesn't
I
he
had
get beaten by a bunch of kids?
No. The plot holes they create, I'm telling you, they get Christian Bale, freaking Batman. He has no more than like 10 minutes of screen time. So forgettable. And then Thor's an idiot.
And he's a horror villain. Like Gore
Yeah,
in the comic. Well, okay, allegedly, apparently in the comics. I didn't finish the Gore sequence but apparently he does get killed by like Thor's punk rock grandkids or something ridiculous.
No.
But
Thor kills him.
I seem to recall the God Butcher story at some point involved Thor's grandkids, one of whom was a little girl with pink hair. And
no, his granddaughters were involved, but it was Thor who actually had the final battle.
Okay.
Yeah. And I rewatched it with my friend. I got a double headache. I tried to give it another chance. I really want to love the movie, but I can't, man.
Here, I'm not going to give my thoughts on it yet because I'm going to do a podcast on it.
Yeah.
But I will say this: my little nephew, I said little, he's 17. Mm-hmm. He and his friends went because Marvel. They did not like it, and that's when you have a problem.
Yeah.
If you're not connecting with the youth, you're not growing a fan base. You're not attracting new fans. And that's what they want. They want them younger kids. They want people like Jay, Lance, Alex. I'm assuming Die Ghostfish too.
And I'm like 30 now, so not really.
Young, strapping man. Yeah. They want the teenager like Teresa here. They want those people to go like roll with it. Teenager. Okay, 20. Okay. So not technically a teen. I'm sorry to give away your age like that. I didn't mean to. Oh boy. What's it called?
She's talking to me.
On age or whatever.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were playing something else.
Okay.
No,
never
mind. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
okay.
It was just a DH joke.
Oh my gosh.
No. Anyway, what is with everyone today?
Oh goodness.
It's in the water.
Wow. It is late, but there's no Matt After Dark show.
I have to say, I'm going to be going to a special movie screening of Japan's closest thing to Star Wars. Well, the things which would be Gundam.
Gundam.
Okay. Yeah, they're Japan's biggest sci-fi franchise.
Okay.
No, that sounds cool, man.
They're doing an entire like 2-hour 10-minute movie based on a canceled, well, not canceled. It was aired in Japan, but the animation was so bad he begged them not to release it in any foreign market episode of the original 1979 show. Except it's being retold by the other creator, which means it's in a different timeline based on that other creator's comic or manga. It's in the origin timeline, which means that the coolest character, Slegger motherfucking Law, is already with the crew. Slegger is basically Gaston, essentially.
Matt OnlyFans.
Except fully heroic.
Oh my gosh.
And
oh my god.
He goes around being a smarmy, like, Chad fighter pilot, and he's amazing, and I can't wait to see more of him, even if it isn't going to be the Ocean dub, because they haven't dubbed it yet, and when they do, they probably won't hire the Canadians to do it again, even though they did an amazing job with the original 1979 series when they dubbed it in 2001.
Siberian Dream, this actually happens to be the one of the next topics for Prince of the Universe podcast, actually.
Oh.
That's one of our topics.
I spent all my money on EU books and comics, so yeah, can't agree with that.
I was gonna ask, Matt. You said you did see Love and Thunder.
I did see Love and Thunder. I'll give my thoughts on it later for the podcast.
He loved it.
I do think there's an issue when you're not connecting with the youth, and the youth are like these are the same youth who trolled Morbius, the movie.
Yes,
it's Morbin time.
Yes, and they sent those. And I mean, seriously, my
Love and Thunder isn't even getting like negative.
No, my nephew was showing me the text that they were showing to in the memes. They say, "Hey guys, someone broke into my car last night. Nothing stolen, but unfortunately, they left 2 tickets to Morbius." I mean, and that's the jokes they're going. they dressed up to see Minions, Rise of
Yeah.
Gru.
Oh,
I mean, it's
gosh.
that generation that's just very cynical, and you need to do something to impress them. Because Rise of Gru,
Wasn't
what?
even a thing.
No. It's not somebody.
No, it's Alex's mom was saying, Alex, it's late.
Oh,
School night.
Alex, you got to
Need
stop with
to
that
get
nigga
fed.
Palpatine.
It's okay. But anyway, no, I'm just saying that these are very cynical fans. You got to impress them. You can impress them. They want to be entertained. They love going to movies. But the thing is, though, if you're not giving them something that's entertaining them, if they're looking at something like Thor or any other Marvel movie and they're saying, no, or
Yeah.
then eventually they're not going to go see it anymore. There's other things they can do with their time, and they will. They love going to the movie theater. However, if there's nothing really playing, oh well.
Yeah, if you plan some bullshit, it's gonna get rated like some BS, basically,
Yeah, I mean, and I feel that way. Now, I can't speak on the youth of America. Look at me. I'm the oldest person in this by far. Okay, so
By the way, it's worse than my mother. It was my brother being annoying.
I'm more than
well.
twice the age
Did
of
he want to join in on the
Miss Sweet
naked
Teresa
Palpatine
here,
one?
and
aw,
He's
you're
like,
being such a gentleman.
when Die Ghostfish was born.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling my teacher what I wanted to do when I went to college. I mean,
I'm the same age as the Thrawn trilogy, pretty much.
I wasn't even an
was a
idea yet.
teenager reading it. So the thing is, I want to ask the bottom row here, Teresa, if you don't mind, I'd just like to because they seem to be the youngest kids here.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't say
I'm the
that.
youngest.
I don't say
He
that
is the
insulting, by the way. I'm just saying.
No, but look at me.
y'all-
I'm a fresh young flower. Look at me.
You
Fresh.
are by far, and I want to hear your opinion too, Fresh Young Flower.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
But from these three young, scrapping, fit men, I want to ask him, how do you feel? I mean, there's so much more entertainment than there was when I was a kid. Meaning, when I was a kid, movies stayed in theaters for a very long time. They were like Revenge of the Sith, when it came out in May, I could go see it in August. And nowadays, I memean, well, with the pandemic, it's a little bit different, but you know what I mean? Usually a movie comes out in a few months, it's gone. Unless you have like a dollar cinema, these cinemas that are catching the movie before it goes to DVD, they're really gone now. So what do you want? What do you like? Besides, obviously the Star Wars movies aren't getting you. What movies are bringing you into theaters? Alex, we'll start with you.
Oh man.
Well, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I thought you had an answer for this.
Well, I mean, I haven't watched a lot of movies in theaters as of late. The last thing I think I watched was Doctor Strange 2, and that's only because my friends wanted to see it, and I didn't like it. I'm trying to think of a really good movie that I actively wanted to. I guess Dune, because I saw the trailer for it, and I had no idea what Dune was. In fact, it got me to read a book because I wanted to know what happened before I watched the movie. So
The Next Generation.
yeah. So I guess movies like Dune is what got me to go to the theater, to go out of my way to do that. I got all my friends to come. They kept not understanding what was going on. They kept going, Alex, you read the book. What's going on? And I'm like, well, if you just pay attention to the movie, it explains it fairly fine. But they kept asking me questions during it. Also, no one else was in theaters, so I felt like a really big nerd because I'm in LA and there was not a single person other than my friends. Yeah, well, I won't say which part, but
LA is a sprawling place.
It was only me and my friends in the theater. There's not anybody else in that theater, so I felt very nerdy.
Okay,
Oh
no, go ahead.
That is, yeah. I heard that it kind of bombed, and apparently, whoever locked in the mandatory sequel contract is both a genius and probably one of the most hated men in Hollywood right now.
Definitely.
Because he guaranteed a sequel no matter whether or not this one bombed, and it bombed, and now they have to make the sequel, or at least pay the people.
Bomb? I thought it just
it
wasn't
bombed.
The biggest success ever, but I don't think it bombed.
I didn't know. I don't know if it bombed.
It barely broke even on its official budget, and that's before accounting for marketing.
Here,
I'm not even sure it broke even on its official budget, but once you include the shadow budget for marketing, which is usually just either 50% more or just double the entire budget.
You just
Not
gotta
so
walk
great.
with rhythm.
Jedi Jay's going to look at it and see.
Let me see.
I thought it was successful, but I don't keep up with those
All right,
numbers.
so the budget was $165 million. Box office, they made $401.8 million. That's not bad.
So
That's not
if you
bad.
161 multiplied by 2, so it did all right.
Is
It,
it
you know,
Never mind.
it was passing. But here's the thing that scared me about Dune, because I love the books and I thought there were some flaws in the movie. But the main thing was I thought, oh no, this is so strange. People are not going to get into this. And and I was so mad at him doing on a to be continued. I was like, now we'll never get the other side of it, because I thought it was just too like a thopter and stuff like that. Those machines, that's cool stuff to me. But for other
Yeah.
people, like, this is weird. And then they don't watch it. Like what was John Carter of Mars? Really good movie.
Yeah, just not
I
very well
vaguely remember it.
advertised. And
Yeah.
It was a marketing disaster on Disney's end. They didn't know what to do with it.
they
But-
took out the of Mars, so nobody knew what the fuck it
Yeah,
was about.
Yeah,
Because they thought, oh,
you're
Mars
right,
doesn't
John Carter.
sell.
And so it's sad because that was a really good movie and it just flopped because of bad marketing. And I thought Dune was going to be the same way, and thankfully it's not. But anyway, Jay, what movie what brings you to theaters?
I am a comic book movie guy. I really like the Batman. That was one of my favorites. I liked Multiverse of
Bat
Madness.
cringes. You did?
Yeah.
There's a certain part where certain characters pop up for a few minutes. I got so pissed. I was so
yes.
disappointed. I was so mad.
Smartest man in the universe, my ass.
Yeah, exactly. That was.
That's
Oh
the
my
thing
God.
about Reed. That's the thing about Reed, though. He's the smartest guy on paper, but he would always state the obvious
Yeah.
out loud. Like, what the hell is wrong with him? But
I'm gonna tell you exactly how to
There's
defeat
a
my
certain
friend.
point where he'll do that. Like there are times where he can say too much and it can bite him in the ass.
exactly.
Like I remember a sequence where he's talking to Ant-Man and they're at odds. It was either Civil War or post-Civil War. And Ant-Man says, "Oh, so you've made a room where nothing can cross it because you've made Zeno's paradox into reality. Except
Right.
I can still hear you, so sound still works." And he uses that to win. That's something that works.
Oh, I wanted to add one thing too about the movies.
Go
The
ahead.
best movie I seen recently, it was on streaming. So I saw
Right.
I saw Elvis. I'm
See-
not an Elvis fan at all.
My wife loved that movie. But let me
That
ask you
movie-
something. Are you more into streaming than you are into going to the movie theater?
No, I like going. I like both.
Okay.
But there's really nothing right now that really made me want to go to the movies. I seen Black Phone a while ago, a few months ago. I saw The Northman. I saw that at home.
I heard that was good.
Okay.
The Northman
good
was
things, yeah.
amazing.
So
I think I'm more streaming because it's just more convenient than actually going to the theater.
Lance, what
Sorry.
gets your attention?
Well, I'd say there's two things. One, originality. Two, passion. Originality, these new animated or live action remakes of animated Disney classics.
Yes.
Come on.
Garbage.
Is this really the best you can do, Disney?
Fuck
Really?
them.
I mean, it's like,
I can't. No.
we have the movies. The movies have been out for decades. We don't need, especially, how
Right.
you gonna make a live action mermaid and crab? I mean, how's that gonna work?
Well, we
But,
wanted
I
to.
mean,
We wanted
just-
the next generation.
I mean,
Made a longer,
I'm-
more boring Pinocchio.
what would my generation be? Gen Z?
Yeah.
And I've seen most of those Disney classics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
not
they
like-
need to be remade
All
for
right,
the new
so let
generation.
me-
The Pinocchio one is apparently really bad because they're gutting the moral out of it, and it's
Yeah.
like he goes to the island of doing
The-
bad things because he missed out on a chance to go to school, and it's kind of taking away the moral agency of the character.
There's also a part where he realizes that his nose gets bigger if he lies, and so he keeps lying to get out of a situation. And it's like,
I
so
thought
are we telling kids that they should lie to get out
Well,
of a
I thought he
situation?
did that at one point. Like he wasn't lying to anyone really. He was. I thought
Man, what are
he
you
did that in
laughing
the original
about?
cartoon, or it's been done in so many other adaptations since then.
Stig, you are so off. You are so off on this.
Wait, what is he? What is he saying? What
Oh
did he
my
say?
gosh.
Let me
Of
read
course.
this.
Jig is something else.
Stick.
Oh no, that's
What
so
Disney is saying is
terrible.
that black women have crabs. Oh,
Oh man, that's
Little
terrible.
Mermaid. All right, so Teresa, let me ask, because you do love you some old Disney classic cartoons, right? Movies, right?
Yes,
Okay. Honestly, what have you
I have
thought
range.
of what
Sorry,
have you
go ahead.
thought of the remakes, the live action remakes? Are there any that you've loved?
They are absolute, complete, and utter garbage. Garbage, garbage, and garbage with garbage on top of garbage. The
you didn't like the
only
CGI
thing that-
Lion King?
Oh, for
Why would I?
fuck's sake. No, the
No.
only thing I did somewhat like was in the Beauty and the Beast remake, because it was a guy who played Matthew in Downton Abbey, so when he
Right.
transformed, he looked really hot. But besides that, a girl's gotta have priorities, all right?
That's right. That's right. That's
Um,
right.
But at the end of the day, no, and they just keep getting worse and worse and worse. And I don't know what that weird they did that Cinderella thing, which they all should have gone to jail.
I gotta
What the
ask you
hell,
about something.
Steve?
What if they did a live action version of Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Oh, well, first of
Oh
all,
my-
that thing was a
They wouldn't
disgrace
do
to
it.
begin with.
Blah, blah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
because, I mean,
really.
they the
I
cartoon
mean,
hated it.
The actual
like
book is
Hunchback.
not something Disney could ever adapt. There's
Right.
like 5
Well, it's the
different
same
races
thing
in
with
it or something.
Pocahontas. Pocahontas isn't accurate, but I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Pocahontas is
yeah.
Like-
Pocahontas
Like
is
the villain in Pocahontas actually did try to make peaceful deals. He also got literally skinned alive and tortured with someone he went to under a flag of truce, and they just kind of made him an outright villain.
I just don't like in Hunchback that the whole thing's talking about not judging a person's looks, and at the end, the Hunchback still doesn't get the girl. He's just the
Yeah.
best friend on the side.
I know,
So
right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they should if they
That
had
hits
the
too
real
close to
ending
home, huh,
where
Alex?
Esmeralda ended up getting
Oh, that was evil.
Damn.
that's funny.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Teresa. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know what was evil. No, I was just saying about the Hunchback of Notre Dame. You know what you were saying about everything wrong with it, but you know the real ending, of course, not only all the other stuff that you saw. There was a torture scene. There was Esmeralda gets hanged at the end of it, and the Hunchback dies.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
I know why
it's-
they didn't do that for Disney.
it's a
That
very
yeah, but you see, they never should have adapted it to begin with.
yeah, and everyone's betraying each other, and
That movie.
Frollo is like a
Racist-
combination of 3 different characters: the original Judge Frollo, one of the priests, and somebody else. I think I
When I-
forget. There's like three
When I was a
characters
toddler,
combined into Frollo. I've
When
not
I was a
actually
to-
read the original.
when I was a toddler and went to Disneyland, they used to have Frollo as one of the like characters that would come out. And there's a whole bunch of Disney villains, right? Whole lot
Yeah.
to be scared of, intimidated by. My mom tells me that when I was like a 3-year-old, every time we go to Disneyland, the only time I would like cower in fear behind her, or Frollo would walk by. So
Huh.
Frollo.
and he's just like an old dude. But
No,
apparently
Frollo's
Frollo's
a
the scared me the
psychopath.
most. What's that
Frollo's a
Hellfire song?
psychopath.
I don't know.
Frollo.
Hmm?
He has my favorite Disney villain song, Hellfire. And
Yeah,
that's
Hellfire is
really-
amazing. Have you seen the version in ecclesiastical Latin?
no.
There's a version in church Latin, which is amazing. Although,
Wait.
for some reason, the part where the guard interrupts is not in Old French or Low Latin
Mhm.
when it should be. But it's still in ecclesiastical Latin. I guess he's a very well-read guard. I mean, he is guarding a church, so
Yeah, another Disney villain song is "Be Prepared" by Scar from Lion King.
yep,
I love
it's German.
I love that song so much. As a kid, I sung that at a talent show.
Okay,
Oh,
so
really?
this is
Be-
that.
That's great.
Did Jeremy Irons sing his own song for "Be Prepared," or did they use a different singer?
I think that was Jeremy.
I
Irons.
think he sang. I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah,
Jeremy Irons.
and I think Tony J sang his own song for Frollo too.
The real thing the real takeaway here is that Jay sings. Y'all
Nice.
heard that,
Yeah.
right?
I sing in the shower.
Everybody sings.
Alex, I
they-
don't need to. I don't need to think about
Not-
that.
Well,
They
I'm
don't
a
all
vodka
I've
sing
been
girl,
well.
told-
soprano.
I took an intro drama class. I was told I was decent. So
Nice.
for what that's worth.
Well,
So
show
you
us a
could,
little
like-
bit, Alex.
Right,
You could sing
right,
to him.
but
Sing
your
something from Oklahoma.
But your grandmother doesn't count.
No, my
Yeah.
dad always told me to shut up when I sang in the car. So
Yeah.
Oh, so
Aw.
singers now. So there seemed to be, and here's the fun thing I'm noticing. There was a lot of love for Disney back then.
yeah,
Yeah.
There was a lot of love. There was a
Part of
lot
my
of
childhood.
appreciation. And now it's like you guys are either running out of ideas, not giving us what you want. They've seemed to lost their way with a group that they already had. They already had you at one point.
Yeah, it
It's just
seems
they
like
lost you.
they're
This is
doing a
you know,
lot of
this is one of
undermining
the
their
things where
own
they're trying to
stuff.
connect to this new group. They had the new group, but then as y'all are getting older, y'all parted ways.
Can I add one thing about this Disney
You may.
thing? Them trying to pride themselves on diversity. Is this the same Disney that had blackface and the Song of the South? And,
Yeah.
and is this the same Disney that was? If racism and segregation would sell like hotcakes, they would be doing segregation and racism in all their movies. But they're not doing that anymore because it doesn't sell. They don't
Doesn't
give a
make
shit
money,
about
yeah.
diversity.
yeah.
Mhm.
Although
They
to
don't
be
actually care.
fair, Walt was trying to do something right. He just, was clumsy about it when he was doing that song.
Yeah,
original
they
thing.
like people have short-term memory loss. Do we remember the Disney that was promoting some of these racial stereotypes? Like, nah, that's not it, man.
Acknowledgement.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
and now they've turned into
Go
a
ahead.
bunch of perverts.
Yeah, they're weird like that. It's disturbing.
well, it's
Let's
just
try talking about something nice instead, I
well,
think.
no, well, yeah, it's well, yeah. Just to wrap up, it's more about checking boxes than it is about making good story content. That's what we want to see is more story content. Yes, everyone should be given a chance to shine. Yes, all people of all over should be in movies. That's true. It's the world we represent. But if that's the focus of the movie and
Mhm.
not the story, I think that's where you have gone astray. You've
Mm-hmm.
lost your focus.
Yeah, you can't have
Lilo and
you can't have
Stitch.
They should.
It's not
No,
a
that
bunch of
that
white
was pretty well
people.
done.
And
Yeah.
that's a great movie. Yeah, but
I
it's
think
not the focal point of.
they should do something for like African folklore, just as long as it's not Ansazi. That spider story is the only one that ever gets adapted over here, and that's into the Anglosphere, and that's kind of sad. It's the only one that ever gets any
I'm
play.
scared. Honestly, I would hate to see how Disney would adapt African culture in their movies.
Probably not very well, which
not very well at all.
has some value of, oh my god, they're so clumsy,
Yeah,
which can be amusing in its own way, but probably not worth the.
yeah. We see how the media portrays like countries in Africa. So, yeah.
Mm.
And they swing between too good, too bad, too good, too bad. They never get the fact that it's going to be complicated. Any country's going to be complicated.
Exactly.
Well,
Uh,
and every country has its own stories to tell, and I think Walt Disney was also looking at that as well.
he was
back in the
trying, yeah.
day.
Sometimes a
And
little clumsily, but he tried pretty nicely.
yeah, I just but either way, no, I don't think a lot of that stuff was meant to be we're
it
sticking it to
wasn't.
them now, we're poking fun at them,
Yeah.
He was trying his
more
best. He really
more of
was.
the
He was a nice guy.
zeitgeist of the times, but what now?
Oh,
Oh, looks like time might be up.
I don't know. I can't hear. I thought I heard a yell.
I
Yeah,
thought I heard it too.
There was.
you did. Okay.
You should check,
So-
probably.
So yeah, if y'all heard it, then I did too. Then
no.
so time is up. But I want to thank all my guests for coming.
Yeah,
Glad to
this
have
was
you
awesome.
all on again. This was
Oh, yeah.
fun. This was fun. I want to thank Teresa because even though she didn't show her face, she's obviously the best looking of us all.
Yes.
Teresa, thank you for your time.
Well,
Might
thank
be
you.
I was
It
gonna
was great to
say-
be
Teresa,
back
is
on.
it true you only need 3 hours of beauty sleep a night just because of your beauty? Is it true?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. This is how rumors get started.
Take
Yeah,
notes.
let's
Take
not-
notes, Alex. Take notes, Alex.
What?
He already got naked Palpatine, man.
But yeah, that's all he cares about. But no, I really am thankful to Teresa that you came on. Appreciate it. Ghostfish, nice talking to you for the first time.
It was nice.
Lance,
Yeah.
we'll have to do this again. we've still got topics to turn about. Jedi J, obviously, we've got to do this again. There's no doubt
Yeah,
in my mind.
we need to get a
This is way too
a
fun.
little more focused next time. This was a little rambling, but it was pretty fun.
No, it was chaotic. I liked it though. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't. Don't.
Oh,
Let Steve get that final word there in there. That's great. Yeah.
Oh, but
14
Matt, you know
hours
they're
there.
gonna Matt, they're
He's
gonna call
on
you
fire.
racist, man. Get ready, man.
What, for my joke earlier?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you laughed at it. It's okay now.
No.
He was saying, but
They'll
it's not
just
how it
clip
works
him
these days.
out and pretend he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. We'll edit this out of the street. No, I don't kid.
Well, Matt is
Anyway,
part of the
anyway.
menace, so we know he's racist.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
part of the
Oh
family.
goodness,
Exactly.
he's
There
adjacency.
we go.
There's so much weird adjacency in various fan circles. It's just like you can connect anybody to anybody eventually.
Yeah.
There we go. Alex,
Yeah.
what time is school?
I haven't gone to school in like 2 years. I'm
I
not
don't know
going to
why you're
college.
bullying him.
He
I'm the one
works.
still in high school.
I'm
Yeah.
going to high school.
Oh, okay.
I got work on Wednesday. It's my day off tomorrow. My normal day off. I just
Oh,
got
it's your
done with
day
having
off. Oh, it's
COVID.
gonna be party time for
Nice.
you then.
Yeah. I'm just gonna work out and read more EU. So that's my whole day.
What was it? What was that
He's gonna
first
read some
word?
more Dark
You're
Empire.
gonna what?
I'm gonna
Did you
do
say work
push-ups.
out?
Yeah, I do it
Well,
every
look
day.
at you, 15 pounds of
Yeah.
muscle Russell. You just wear baggy shirts, or do you
Oh
look
my
like
God.
He-Man with your shirt off?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
He's working on
Not like you, man. Not that buff.
You're
no.
hulking out, dude. I haven't worked out for never. I mean,
Or never.
I worked out early this year before the new twins were born because my twins were getting old enough to where I could go and work out. But now nothing is 24/7 now. Nothing is, thanks to the pandemic. Things that we're supposed to are not now. Like the gym that was 24/7 is not. They close at 10. The earliest I can get the itty bitties to sleep is 9:30. They have their own mind, you know. And then the other girls go to bed about 8:30, and by 9 they're out. But by 9:30, there's no way I can make it there and get any type of workout in. So I'm kind of screwed right now. On the
I mean, I'm
workout.
just doing push-ups. I'm not doing anything crazy or anything. But because I used to be really chubby and I didn't like that, so I got rid of it.
Look at it, Matt.
What? What?
what?
He's holding his tongue. He's trying not to make any joke ever. He's trying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know that face.
well,
You
Matt,
think chubby,
you're
Alex?
totally lying. We know you do Pilates. Pilates is what the
Oh,
cool
man.
people do. You have a yoga mat
Oh.
and everything.
I was doing some P90X, so that hurt.
Just take some steroids.
Yeah, when you wake up and you physically
Once you
cannot
get to a
out
certain
of
age,
bed.
those can actually be good for you in controlled doses.
Well, see, I got to do that stuff because I mean, I got a new set of twins. I got to be,
Yep.
I got to be as energetic. I got to get as as physically fit as I can.
You think your twins are gonna have like a special force bond or anything, like a special connection? Or anything, no?
I think twins you already have that because they look
Yeah.
at each other. They can tell jokes. They have these little. I can't remember, but it seems like they made up like my wife saw
Gestures.
my two older girls. One of them shut the door. She went, "What's the secret password?" And she sang a little song, and they don't know if was that really the password, but it was a song that rhymed too. And she just totally made it up. And the other sister let her in, and they kind of laughed and giggled and went off to play. And like, did you just make that up now, or do y'all really have a secret song at 3?
All right.
I
They got a
believe
little
they probably
language.
do. Yeah.
I mean, maybe so. But yeah, I'm just trying to stay in shape for the little ones and everything because
I didn't know you
Yeah.
were a Wonder Woman fan.
Of course,
I
my
have-
dad
I'm a-
has the plan.
I'm a DC fan, so I have all the and I'm if you want to know, I'm going through each DC symbol shirt every night. So I've got like I think tomorrow will be Robin. It's got a little R here, and then the next night will be Nightwing.
Have you?
Do you
What's
have
your
a
thoughts
Superman
on?
shirt?
Have,
We
what
know
about
he's
the
your
recent-
favorite.
Hmm?
Well, do you have a Superman shirt? He's your favorite, right?
I hate Superman, but I do have one. It's the same one on my very first video that I wore.
Oh my.
Superman in
I know what
classroom.
you're talking about.
It's a tight fit now because I ain't the young scrapping young man that I was all those many years ago. 19 years. I don't know how long ago
Oh, you've
that
just
was.
gotten more muscular, obviously.
Yeah, it's the muscle. Yeah. What
The
Jay's
Matsu-
trying to flex as he's trying to move his camera off there.
It's the fat on top of the muscle.
Wait, Detroit versus everybody. Are you wearing that? No. No. Yeah, but
No
I still
comment.
had that. That was the first one, and I don't know why I kept it because I can't throw anything away. But I hate Superman.
What
But I
about
have
Superman
it.
did you?
Well, no, I just don't like a guy whose only weakness is kryptonite.
Okay.
Oh, you
It's
like
a
men with
rock from a
sensitive.
planet that
And
blew
now,
up.
and I told Jay this. He has that Death of Superman. Hold on, let me blow up his. I'm just gonna blow up your screen real quick.
Oh,
He has this Death of Superman comic book. That's the comic book. Why are you covering it? That's the comic book that got me into comic books because my dad bought it because he was a big Superman fan and he wanted to read the Death of Superman. He asked if we wanted to. We're like, yeah. Well, it's all splash pages and it's just the battle. And we didn't know who Doomsday was. We didn't know what was going on. So Dad decided to buy the series of Doomsday, when he first got introduced and the story from there. But then there was a lot of stuff that we didn't understand still. And so we just kind of open. And then, of course, after that, Batman got his back broken. So we started collecting Nightfall and we really got into comic books. But it was because our dad got that book first and kind of opened up that world for us. And I mean, and Superman, but the thing is, though, I just was like, well, only Kryptonite can defeat him, or Doomsday is Kryptonian, which is why he could go toe to toe with him. So I was like, it's kind of a one-sided story.
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite superhero is Batman. No, it's Spider-Man.
Batman and Spider-Man for me.
Yeah, same.
Who out of this group here, who reads the DC or who read DC comic books? Anyone?
I've read
I was always-
I've read.
I
Year
know
One.
you have. You have in the background there.
Yeah, I didn't start reading comic books till I started reading the EU. So I didn't read comics before that.
DC,
I
I've read.
read Marvel Zombies. I
Yeah,
read that before. That was it.
Yeah, I don't believe it was called DC back then, but I've lately been reading the original, very first Wonder Woman ones and those are wild. They are so much fun.
Oh, are you talking the Golden Age?
Yeah, like the very first one ever. It's a reprint. It's obviously in an omnibus, and like I love them. And it has like World War II propaganda at the end of them, where she reminds you all to buy war bonds. And, yeah, she's always getting tied up by Nazis.
Yeah, that's right. Have you punched a Nazi in the face today? It means something different now, but back then it was actual Nazi.
Yeah.
Like Noah.
I mean, if you're punching them, you're
work.
getting a little too close. It's kind of a war. You're not supposed to get in punching distance.
Well, you're
there were always these Nazi spies that were always coming over because she was actually a nurse in the original, and so the Nazis would come in and try to spy, and then they'd kidnap her and tie her up almost every comic.
That's fucking horrible. I mean, I'm sorry. That she gets kidnapped all the time.
I mean, her weakness is literally being tied up.
Yeah, and her boyfriend gets tied up too. Trevor, he gets tied up a lot, and then there's these frat girls that make up a big part of the
sorority
story.
sisters, with the chubby one.
Oh yeah, sorority, sorry, yeah, the fat one, yeah, he's always eating candy.
Well, Alex is sold on this now, so good job, Teresa. Jay, what is a great comic book series you enjoyed?
Oh man, damn,
What's the newest one then? If you have a lot.
I'm currently reading Dark Crisis on Infinite. It's basically like their version of sequel to Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's pretty solid from Joshua Williamson. I like the Green Lantern run by Jeff Johns. I'm reading Blackest Night, Injustice. Oh man,
Injustice was good. I read that.
I like Injustice.
I played the video game. I never read the comic.
I played a game. I played a sequel. I used to play.
I read
the first one.
Comics wise, I read at one point. I just got a collection of everything Hulk from the beginning until like 2008, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything up to Greg Pak's run, I think it was.
Wow.
And
Peter David's run is excellent.
Yeah. I mostly got it to read the Peter David run, but then I figured why not just read everything? And I had a very good time of it.
It's really a step above, and that's when they stopped and did a kind of reboot of him, green
Which
and
was-
stupid again, which was garbage.
I didn't mind him eventually reverting to being that. He couldn't have stayed professor forever. But what they did with it was there were like algae clones of people, and it was all really dark and muddy art. And the villain was just kind of this guy who was just kind of an assassin. And this kind of boring arc seems to have been like the inspiration for the movie, and also the inspiration for a fan fiction by what turned out to later be Max Landis, who went on to write some not so great movies.
Right.
But and allegedly to be a sex pest. He wrote a fan fiction about the Spider-Man villain Shocker, but towards the end it started just being like a Hulk fan fiction of that dark arc with the algae clones and the. Also, I didn't like how the algae clone arc basically had said that Abomination beat his wife, which that went against everything we knew about Abomination from Peter David's, and I think even from before Peter David's run.
Yeah, Peter David's run was the best, though.
And then at some point they made a comic that tried to explain that and said he had two wives with the same name, one who he loved unconditionally and the other one who he beat, which was really stupid when literally he was a spy for the communists and they had a tendency to make brainwashed people, especially women. So just say that the one who thought he beat him wasn't his wife. It was just someone that the Soviets or the Yugoslavs had brainwashed to believe was his abused wife. She was his abused wife.
Well, there's the comic books for you.
I have a question, guys.
Lance? Go ahead.
Should I read the X-Wing comics before I read the novels?
They are a little bit rough at times.
They're not necessary.
They're a little rough at times. They're a little rushed. The Essential Atlas actually completely breaks one of them because it moves. There's a part where half the story is on Kutrick and half of it is on Plorelor's home planet. And Plorelor's home planet got put by the Essential Atlas on basically the opposite end of the galaxy from the Kutrick hegemony. And that would be fine in the way that like modern stuff uses hyperspace, because George Lucas basically said, Palpatine's going to go from Coruscant to the Outer Rim before Anakin burns to death. And well, really, they could have just said, hey, George, why don't we put it in the deep core instead and solved all of their problems? But if Mustafar had been in the deep core.
You need to see it because of issue 17 to 20, where there are some Sith cultists and a guy literally
makes everybody horny.
I don't even care about that. He makes his hand. He's not a robot or anything. He makes his hand like Evil Dead. Leave his hand. Leave his arm, and he starts choking somebody.
That is a tribute to a classic Solomon Kane short story by Robert E. Howard, the creator of Conan.
Because what I was gonna do, Alex, I was gonna read the X-Wing comics and read Hour of Judgment and probably get to the X-Wing novels eventually.
That's a good idea. Really good.
Did you like Hour of Judgment by Hand of Thrawn 45?
I did. I really enjoyed it. I heard some people say there's some slight contradictions. I wouldn't know because I haven't read everything.
Which one's
I didn't see anything. Hour of Judgment by.
You're kind of breaking up.
Hand of
No, he's using his auto-tune filter now.
When is it set? Like it's between the comics and the start of the Rogue Squadron novels?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be when? Does he cover? What do you call it? Sunterfell getting re-kidnapped by Thrawn there?
Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound cool.
Yes, but
he covers Sunterfell getting back in Thrawn's hands?
It's after the comics, before the first X-Wing novel.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's after the comics,
it shows Jag going with Thrawn. Yes.
Yeah, Sunter. But that actually would be. Does he have Luke in that story? Because Luke and Luke and Fel absolutely have to have a story together, because Fel knows way too fucking much about Jedi to have not, and is way too familiar with Luke to have not had at least one adventure with him.
Well,
Sunterfell and Luke Skywalker.
Luke's not in the fan fiction. No.
Right.
Well, I think Hand made a mistake there because they needed. Obviously, there'd still be some time in between. But they need to have at least one adventure, and I kind of wanted it to be the last thing Fel did before he left.
What were you gonna say, Mike?
Right. So let me close out with answering this one. It's probably going to be next year. I did say end of this year, but it's probably going to be next year. But it will be coming out.
What is?
Tom Beach's Light Cider.
Nice.
Yeah, it will be. It
God
will
bless.
be.
Is that Star Wars related?
It takes
Yes.
place
Yes.
between Dark Empire 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
The story he wrote that
Basically, characters
because
just
of
there in Dark Empire 2.
his disagreement with Lucasfilm, it just got buried. But
Where's it coming out on?
I'm pretty sure it will see the light
Someone has it and will eventually leak it.
sooner than later. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I do want to thank all the guests here. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
And
It's great.
we will see you later.